classified deplorables.
Everywhere we go, music for the people, making music for the people.
They call us extreme. Haters of the Constitution and the rule of law.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we go.
Now, the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership is here to talk the news and matters of public affairs. Hello, folks. The title of today's show, I might as well call it Joseph Biden, Walk of Dishonor. Okay. Now, I don't know how far back this speech was. It was a rally speech of Donald Trump. He was talking about all the things that President Biden did, but in his eyes he saw they were wrong. Now, there's one thing that he did that conservatives don't like, that, to be honest with you, I'm kind of divided about. You were saying, here we go again with the forgiveness of student loans. Listen, if it's provided for those, that it's obvious, okay? Because of how the job market is set up, they can't find a job in their market through no fault of their own. Then that's okay. Okay, I am not going to go as far as some conservatives are going through today. That's why I call myself a conservative federalist. Because I do believe that there are certain populations, through no fault of their own, over the years, that have not been able to find work. And some of you are probably thinking, well, Jimmy, you're leaning a little bit more towards the left on this, and you're going crazy. No. Now, if somebody is able-bodied and can find a job and say they got a college degree and they're using that for student loan forgiveness, then yeah, I have every right to be angry. But I think if conservatives use this as way to win votes, I'm sorry, they're beating a dead horse. Okay, and with that, let's go ahead and cover some news, okay? Let's go ahead and cover some news. Going into the Federalist, Democrats aren't divisive. They're desperate. Well, let's look at this. Let's try to look at this in a more objective point of view. Already seeing a problem with this particular website, and I see here now why I start going to some off the beaten path news source. Now, let me see if I can figure out who it is. Eddie Scarry. Okay, now, let's look at the story. People on the right are calling Joe Biden's vicious MAGA Republicans speech unpresidential and divisive. where in reality, it was simply desperate. Now look at how, yeah, they are desperate. Alright, I'm not going to use divisive. So many people in political ooh, he was divisive. She was divisive, and it's on both sides, okay? People have been throwing that around like it's nothing. So, hats off to Eddie Scarry for calling it as it is. As far as I'm concerned, he just earned the Federalist of the Month in my book, okay? Now, I agree with what Trump and a lot of conservatives are saying about how shameful the Biden administration's been. What I disagree with conservatives about is the student loan matter. Now, those of you who are paying off your student loans, great. You guys should be applauded. Okay? But listen to me. There are some people who sadly cannot. You know, they're facing disability or illness or something. Now, if it's somebody who just graduated from college just to fart around, then yeah, I have a problem with that. And Mrs. Scarry here saying the Democrats aren't divisive. They're desperate. They are desperate. He's calling it like it is. We've been using doublespeak for too dang long. And as your public affairs consultant, I gotta say this. Biden sounds desperate, and we need to be careful not to sound too desperate ourselves. Virginia Attorney General launches new task force to uphold state election laws. Okay, I'm not going to touch that one. You're like, Jimmy, why are you not going to? Because, quite frankly, I understand a lot of us are upset over election 2020. Alright, it's over and done with. Why should it be a federal issue what a state wants to do about their own election laws? Okay? The 2020 election is over with. Yes, do I believe in part that it's been bought by large vote corporates? Yeah, don't get me started on that. So, we're not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Grassley, Tim Thibault, who infected major FBI investigation, isn't off the hook just by retiring. Whew. Now that's a good piece to look at right there. Let's see who's writing that piece, if we can. Sometimes it's easy to tell, and sometimes Sheila Graham, I guess is what it is. It's hard for me to make it out. But here we go. Now isn't it something? Chuck Grassley. This guy's a legend in conservative politics. Tim Thibault, who infected the FBI investigations, isn't off hook just because he retired. You know what? Maybe he shouldn't be. Now, I don't know exactly what the story's about. It's hard for me to read it. But I gotta say this. It's time for politicians and public officials to say, hey, the buck stops here. Joe Scarborough. Jesus never said anything about killing children. Yes, he did. We're going to skip that one because that's inflammatory. A Democrat politician is accused of killing a journalist. Reporter blames Trump. We're staying away from that one. Snap's GOP voter. Data abuse is just another example. A big tech election. Okay, so much of this is just recycled garbage. It's recycled garbage. You know what I want to say to both parties? Let's throw away the recycled garbage about 2020, the elections of 2020. Let's face the issues at hand that's going on now, okay? You keep digging up this recycled garbage crap, what's going to happen? The dang flies caused by the dang destructive, defiant culture are going to keep circling around. Look, I'm just as upset as you are about what happened in 2020. It still brings my blood to the boil. But I made myself a promise when I reinvented this podcast that I would not cover the same reactive crap all over again. And yes, this Thursday, I am suspending the public affairs show to kind of do some op-ed analysis of the news as a public affairs consultant. But that don't mean I'm going to keep bringing out the same old recycled trash, okay? And both parties are doing that, and shame on y'all. Okay? Why do you think I keep suspending my analysis of the news? Okay, because I'm beginning to see right here and now that's what the problem is. That's what the problem is that the news media and the political powers that be in both parties keep recycling this. Let's stop it. We the people, let's stop it. Let's watch what news we consume. Okay? Please. For the sake of what's right, let's stop this once and for all. As your public affairs consultant, watch what news media you take and realize that this is a walk of shame for us all. Now, I hope you enjoy listening to the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership classroom. It's Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and be proactively informed. God bless you. Hope for a better program on Monday. Take care, and God bless you.